guys, what's going on, dudes? It is David here. We are back with another video. Now, in this video, guys, we shall be discussing, well, one of the worst collapses and one of the biggest choke jobs I've ever seen since my own team, the Falcons, conceded 28-3 to Tom Brady. Now, what we're going to be talking about today, basically simple. The point was one of the past games that happened in Week 7 during the NFL. And this game took place during the game with the Denver Broncos against the New York Giants. Now, the New York Giants was shutting down Bo Nix and that Broncos offense. That was up until the fourth quarter, where the Broncos scored 33 points. Keep in mind, guys, the quarter is 15 minutes long. 15 minutes long. And the Broncos scored 33 points in 15 minutes to come back and win the game versus the Giants. And I want to say this right now. Giants, man, y'all deserve to go into overtime. That game should have gone into overtime. If it wasn't for the kicker, and I'm not going to place any blame on him because it's Mile High Stadium, the altitude is very, very different. It's tough to kick in that place. A lot of NFL players have missed big kicks in that stadium before. But if it wasn't for that kick, the Giants and the Broncos would have gone to overtime, but ultimately the Broncos ended up getting the win. So congratulations to Sean Payton. And I want to say this right now. I believe in Bo Nix. There's a lot of people, even most of my cousins, don't even believe in Bo Nix. I believe in Bo Nix. This guy is legit. And I've been saying to them, when Sean Payton gets his quarterback, Sean Payton knows how to develop a quarterback. Look at what he got with Drew Brees, and look what he turned Drew Brees into. Drew Brees was already going to be a star, but Sean Payton just elevated that boy into a Super Bowl. Am I saying the Broncos can win a Super Bowl? No. But he can get Bo Nix to a Super Bowl caliber level, because let's not forget right now, in that division, the Broncos currently have the best record. That division has the Kansas City Chiefs. That division has the Chargers. That division has the Raiders. And the Broncos are on top of that division. The Chiefs look like they're going to be good. And I don't believe the Broncos and Chiefs have played yet. But right now, if the Chiefs are playing the way they are and the Broncos are playing the way they are, it's going to be a complete shootout. But the biggest point I want to come to this right now is because the Giants did not fire their defensive coordinator. And I can tell you this. A lot of defensive coordinators have been fired for worse. Because you were doing a good job throughout the whole game, so I can understand why he kept the job, because he was doing good for the first three quarters. But that fourth quarter, man, I don't know what it is. Brian Daboll, what are you doing with your coaching styles and the way you're calling the plays? Your quarterback, Jackson Dart, ends up throwing a pick back to the Broncos that ended up giving him time going down to get a score. And then your defense was just not good enough. Brian Burns, after the game, was visibly frustrated with this Giants defense, and I'm not shocked. The fact that him and that Giants defense conceded 33 points in one quarter just blows my mind. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is the biggest show job I have seen since the Falcons blew the 28-3 lead, and I'm a Falcons fan. I don't even like Sean Payton. He was the coach for the New Orleans Saints when Saints were always playing tough against the Falcons. But I gotta respect him. He's a very good head coach. He's one of the best head coaches in the NFL. If I'm being honest right now, I say this. He's probably the best head coach in the NFL right now. And I know that's going to be a hot take. But I really don't care. Because I think that Sean Payton, for all that he's done with Drew Brees, even when it came to the last few years when he was in New Orleans, he is still a better head coach in terms of mentality and the way he can develop a quarterback compared to Andy Reid. Now, Andy Reid is definitely one of the best coaches in the NFL. But I think Sean Payton's better. But this game right here tells me one thing and one thing only. The Giants defense is still not ready. If you can't stop the Broncos, and keep in mind, the score of the game, I believe at one point was like 17-3 or 17-9 or something like that. And then at one point, and then the Broncos just kept coming back. And the fact that this game went to 60 points combined in just from the last quarter is crazy to me. But the Giants fans don't really have to worry. Jackson Dart is legit. Cam Scatterboo is legit. It's just a simple fact that I had to get this video done because I had to talk about the Giants, because I was watching the game while I was over my cousins and seeing this game and seeing the Giants just concede 33 points and then finding out that all 33 points were just in one quarter, like I keep mentioning. It just blows my mind. Because you would think that the Broncos would have scored all 33 points within the last two halves. But nope. One quarter, 33 points. the Giants are going to have to bounce back, and they're going to bounce back against a team that they upset a couple weeks ago. They're going to be playing Philly, and Philly and Jalen Hurts put over 300 yards. I don't really know what to say. The Giants are probably good. The Giants, I don't know if the Giants may win or not, but I'll tell you this right now. Giants versus Eagle, it's going to be a shootout. And if the Giants lose, I wouldn't be surprised because Philly got embarrassed by the Giants. And Philly is going to be wanting their revenge. And now that Jalen Hurts is actually looking like he's starting to throw the ball, I'd be worried about Giants fans because there's a possibility that your defense could concede over 30 points back-to-back weeks. But when it comes to this standpoint and this game, Brian Daboll, I'm looking at you because you're the one that's calling these plays, and y'all should have done a better job at just controlling the game in the ultimate minute. And then when your quarterback Jackson Dart threw a pick, y'all need to talk to that man. Y'all need to talk to that man because that pick is what ended up, I believe, costing you the game. More than when it came down to the kick, I believe that pick, even though he got the touchdown in the end, that pick still cost you the game. Because if it wasn't for that pick, the Giants would have won that game, and they would have been, 3-3 or 4-3 or something like that. But ultimately, y'all conceded 33 points in the fourth quarter, and y'all ended up getting the L.